to those who are willing to obey him, to those who are willing to keep his commandments. That's who God gives his Spirit to. 1 John 2 and verse 4 says, he that says, I know him, and keeps not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. And people come along and say, well, look, I just feel like I love the Lord, but I don't keep his commandments. You are a liar. Don't take my word for it. This is what the Bible calls you. He that says, I know him, and keeps not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. You know, the churches that dot our land have been rendered neutered when it comes to standing up for morality. In a way, they can't stand up, and I'm going to explain why they can't stand up for morality. They really cannot stand up for keeping the law of God. I'm going to explain it to you. You see, thousands of years ago, the church perverted the grace of God. They really did. Grace was perverted. And let me explain how. Jude 1 and verse 4. I'm reading from a different translation. It says this, some people have secretly entered your group. These people have already been judged guilty for what they are doing. Long ago, the prophets wrote about them. They are against God. They have used the grace of God in the wrong way to do sinful things. They refuse to follow Jesus Christ, our only Master and Lord. Now, this tells us a lot about a perversion of the gospel, a perversion of the grace of God. It says they have used the grace of God in the wrong way to do sinful things. They have taken the grace of God as a license to sin. Now, there is a teaching today, it's called antinomian, and it sort of dominates, I think, mainstream Christianity, this antinomian teaching. What is this antinomian teaching? It says, well, this is the definition. One who holds that under the gospel dispensation of grace, the moral law is of no use or obligation because faith alone is necessary to salvation. Now, why would people adopt this view? Well, again, Jude 1 and verse 4 sort of gives us a clue, where it says they have used the grace of God in the wrong way to do sinful things. There is always a motive for false doctrine. If you can understand the motive, you can understand the heart of sinful man. Now, continuing on, this antinomian definition says this. It says, one who rejects a socially established morality. You know, this is where we're headed as a nation, as a society. What is that socially established morality? Well, today it is religion, Bible, the church. But I want to explain something to you. I think the one reason why churches cannot stand up for morality, there is a teaching that has existed for a long time that the churches have. Maybe you've heard it. It goes something like this. Well, the law has been abolished. The law, grace plus nothing. The gospel message is just about acceptance. You don't add anything to it. You just accept Jesus. That's all you got to do. The law's been fulfilled. The law's been nailed to the cross. Have you ever heard any of those statements? I know you have. You've heard them many, many times over coming from religious people. Now my question is why? What is wrong with the law of God?